now tuned to the political era.
Please hold for a very important message.
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Engaging logical thought, current events, and more. So check your feelings at the door!
And this is a political error. Remember to like, subscribe, and share whenever possible. But right now, I have a very important message. A message about communism. Communism is by far the most corrupt. And that's exactly how China did Pence during the debate the other night. Except you couldn't see it because you weren't in China. But China cut off the feed to Pence because they didn't want the truth to come out about COVID. And I don't know why so many people are surprised that China did that. That's what communist countries do. They want to control what you hear, what you see, and even what you feel. Whether it's controlling the media, burning banned books, or silencing those on social media. Does this sound familiar at all? They'll even create lies and perpetuate them to the point where you will start to question yourself, even when the truth is in front of you. Like Pence said, you're not entitled to your own truth. You are entitled to your own opinion. But the young generation here in America has no idea what communism is because they've never experienced it. They've never spoke with someone who was under communist rule. I visited Bucharest, Romania 3 separate times. It's a beautiful country. Here I am in the square in Bucharest. That's where Transylvania is. They got beautiful mountains and art and history. But it's also plagued with the past of communism. When I was there, I spoke to one of the taxi drivers because he was a young man during communism up until 1989. And he told me the story about the food supply being controlled by the government, limited food. At times there'd be food in the back of the shop and you wouldn't get it because you didn't know the shop owner. Electricity was controlled to the point where they would turn it off at 10 p.m. at night, back on at 6. Controlled where you worked. You had to work close to your home. They controlled how much you made. And sure, there was TV, but there was only 3 channels, and 2 of them were government, because they want to tell you what they want you to know. And I also spoke with some of the younger people there that were not there during that time. And they thought it sounded so great. It was awesome. More money, the more kids you have. You know, the usual propaganda for the utopia. But what China's done to its people and what our social media has done to control who and what can say is it's not far off from what communists do. Now, if you haven't heard of Parler, I would check it out. Consider using it as another social media platform because a lot of these other platforms, they're controlling who and what is said. They're not going to silence you. They're not going to censor you. And by not doing this, it allows for more discussions, which a lot of people don't want, because sometimes those topics are a bit uncomfortable, but that's okay. Uncomfortable topics are necessary in order to educate yourself and others and keep uncomfortable history from repeating itself.